It is Monday morning. The first light barely breaks through the clouds as you lie in bed, knees aching from yesterday's gardening. The warmth of your covers tempts you to stay put, the world outside feeling distant and uninviting. The silence is broken by your phone ringing, your walking buddy calling, right on time. Are you coming? The question is simple, but it shifts everything. Suddenly, the day feels less daunting. The ache in your knees eases just a bit. It's no longer just about you versus your reluctance. It's about connection, about showing up for someone else, and for yourself. Sometimes, all it takes is a friend's call to turn inertia into intention. That one question, "Are you coming?" becomes the turning point. You could make excuses, but you know tomorrow might bring more of the same. Instead, you swing your legs out of bed, tie your shoes, and get ready. Stepping outside, the air feels fresher than you imagined. The world is waking up, and so are you. This small decision, to walk with a friend, sets the tone for your day. It's not just about today's walk, it's about building a habit. The more you show up, the more you want to. This simple act may be one of the most important things you do for your health and happiness. What if walking with a friend could add years to your life? Science says it can. Studies show that regular social physical activity can grant you up to 7 more years. 7 more years of mornings, laughter, and memories. Every step you take together is an investment in your future. We go farther when we go together. Motivation grows with connection. Exercising alone is tough, but with a friend, accountability turns intention into habit. Group fitness isn't just about burning calories. It's about belonging and support. Shared laughter and encouragement transform exercise into a joyful event. The journey to a healthier life is best walked side by side. The biggest benefit of a walking buddy isn't just company, it's motivation. Research shows we walk or run up to 40% farther with a partner, often without realizing it. The presence of another person acts as a natural pacemaker, encouraging us to go just a bit farther. We move faster together, especially with a partner of the opposite sex. It's not a race, but a subtle, mutual motivation. We're social beings, influenced by those around us. Sharing activity elevates it, making it more engaging than solo effort. That Monday morning call does more than get you out of bed. It sets the stage for a stronger, more effective workout. The foundation for long-term health is built together. Sometimes, the best motivation is simply not being alone. Exercising with others benefits more than your body. It lifts your mind and spirit. Studies show group exercise improves mood, lowers stress, and even helps you sleep better. After a shared walk, people report feeling happier and more relaxed. Quality sleep follows as your body and mind unwind together. Exercise isn't just about physical goals, it's a holistic experience. Laughter on the trail is as healing as the steps you take. Belonging to a group lowers stress and boosts well-being. Going farther together means adding quality to every hour of your life. Exercising in a group amplifies the benefits even more. Motivation becomes collective. On tough days, you draw strength from others. Group encouragement creates a positive feedback loop, making everyone more likely to show up. Accountability grows. It's harder to skip when friends are waiting. Exercise becomes a social event, something to look forward to. Community is a powerful predictor of long-term consistency. The workout is just the backdrop for building friendships and fighting isolation. Health becomes a wonderful side effect of connection. Community gives you a reason to keep showing up again and again. The true, life-changing rewards of exercise are unlocked through consistency. It is the steady rhythm of moving your body regularly, week after week, month after month, that builds lasting health. Group exercise shines here, building enduring habits through social connection. Consider Victor, whose life changed by joining a Nordic walking group. The commitment to walk 3 times a week with friends created structure for his recovery. Research shows those who exercise regularly in groups have a lower risk of early death. Consistency delivers profound, life-extending benefits. Find a tribe that makes movement a joyful part of your routine. Every step together builds a future rich with energy and connection. Consistency is the goal, and community is the way to achieve it. When we exercise, our brains release chemicals that make us feel good, like endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. These neurotransmitters regulate our mood, focus, and sense of pleasure. Moving in synchrony with others boosts these effects. It activates mirror neurons, fostering connection and empathy. This shared experience also increases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Social exercise is incredibly effective at improving mental and emotional well-being. It's a scientifically proven recipe for happiness. Dr. Kelly McGonigal, a health psychologist at Stanford University and a leading expert on the mind-body connection, has spent her career studying why movement is so essential for human happiness. In her book, The Joy of Movement, she argues that we have fundamentally misunderstood exercise. We often see it as a chore, a punishment for what we ate, or a clinical prescription for health. Dr. McGonigal suggests we reframe it. We should see movement as a source of joy, hope, and connection. She explains that the greatest benefits come when we find ways to move that we genuinely enjoy, especially when we do it with others. Dr. McGonigal highlights what she calls collective joy. This is the profound sense of happiness and belonging that comes from moving together in a group. She points to everything from group dance classes to team sports to community fun runs. When we synchronize our movements with others, we tap into an ancient human instinct for belonging. This shared experience creates a powerful sense of unity, making individuals feel part of something larger than themselves. This feeling, she argues, is one of the most reliable ways to boost mood and build resilience against life's challenges. It is a primary source of human strength. One key insight from Dr. McGonigal's work is the idea of the persistence high. While we know about the runner's high, she describes a more accessible feeling. It is the quiet confidence and optimism that comes after you overcome the initial desire to quit and push through a challenge. When you do this alongside others, the experience is magnified. The group provides the encouragement to persist, and you all get to share in the sense of accomplishment afterward. This shared victory builds individual self-efficacy and strengthens the bonds within the group, making everyone more likely to return for the next session. Ultimately, Dr. McGonigal's message is simple and powerful. The most sustainable and beneficial exercise is joyful exercise. For seniors, this often means finding an activity that combines gentle movement with social interaction. It might be a water aerobics class filled with laughter, a walking club that explores new neighborhood routes, or a ballroom dancing group. The specific activity matters less than the feeling it creates. By focusing on the joy of movement and the power of community, we can transform exercise from an obligation into one of the most rewarding and life-affirming parts of our day. For years, researchers have been fascinated by blue zones. These are 5 specific regions in the world where people live extraordinarily long and healthy lives, often reaching the age of 100 at rates 10 times higher than in the United States. These areas include Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, and Nicoya, Costa Rica. Dan Buettner, the researcher who brought these zones to global attention, has found that while their diets and cultures differ, they share a few common lifestyle habits. One of the most important secrets to their longevity is not what we typically think of as exercise. People in the blue zones do not go to gyms, run marathons, or lift heavy weights. Instead, their lives are structured in a way that encourages constant natural movement. They walk everywhere, they tend gardens, do housework without modern conveniences, and spend a lot of time on their feet. This low-intensity physical activity is woven into the fabric of their daily routine. It is not a separate scheduled event, it is simply how they live. This consistent, gentle movement throughout the day has been shown to be incredibly beneficial for cardiovascular health, joint mobility, and overall longevity. Crucially, this natural movement is almost always social. In the mountainous region of Sardinia, shepherds walk several miles a day with their flock and fellow shepherds. In Okinawa, older women meet daily in their moai, a small social support group, to garden, walk, and share gossip and support. They do not think of it as working out, they think of it as spending time with friends. This combination of physical activity and deep social connection is a cornerstone of their well-being. It provides a daily dose of both movement and community, which combats loneliness and keeps them engaged with life. The lesson from the blue zones is profound for seniors everywhere. We do not need to adopt grueling fitness routines to see massive health benefits. The goal should be to find enjoyable ways to build more movement and social connection into our daily lives. This could mean starting a community garden, joining a walking club that meets every morning, or simply making a pact with a neighbor to walk to the local shop instead of driving. By emulating the blue zone's lifestyle, we can create an environment that naturally supports a longer, healthier, and happier life, proving that the best exercise is the kind you do not even notice you are doing. Experts emphasize that one of the greatest challenges of aging is maintaining psychological resilience. One of the most powerful factors for resilience is a strong social support network. Group exercise serves as an ideal platform for building this kind of supportive network. Group exercise involves facing a small, manageable challenge together. Overcoming these small hurdles as a group builds camaraderie and shared accomplishment. Meaningful social roles are essential for healthy aging, and group fitness provides exactly that. These roles provide a sense of identity and value. Therefore, the power of the pack is a fundamental tool for building psychological armor. Consistent social interaction reduces feelings of loneliness, a major risk factor for depression. It is one of the most important investments you can make in your long-term mental and emotional strength. Let me tell you about Victor. He is a 72-year-old man from Estonia with a quiet strength. After retirement, Victor felt himself slowing down. A serious heart condition required major surgery, leaving him feeling fragile. His doctor's advice was simple: you need to move. Then a notice for a seniors Nordic walking group caught his eye. That one phone call was the beginning of his new life. He was welcomed by a group of friendly faces. As they set off into the forest, he was not just Victor, the heart patient. He was Victor, a member of the walking group. Now 3 times a week I walk with friends in the forest. It changed everything. I feel alive. Let's meet Eleanor, who entered retirement with mixed emotions. The absence of a daily routine left a void, and she felt disconnected. Seeing an ad for a seniors dance class, she felt both terrified and intrigued. At first I felt awkward, she admits, but the music and the encouraging instructor pulled her back. The other people in the class were just like her, there to have fun and connect. Eleanor began to relax, laughing more and feeling a newfound energy. The dance class became the anchor of her week. The music and people gave me energy, Eleanor says. I laugh more, sleep better, and feel years younger. Meet George and Mary from the United States. Married for over 40 years, they had fallen into a passive routine. Mary suggested evening walks instead of television. George was hesitant, but agreed to try it. The walks were quiet at first, but soon they began to talk and notice things around them. They shared stories, reminisced, and made plans. The walks revitalized them. George says, "We've replaced evening TV with evening walks. It's the best thing we've done for our health and our marriage." Their story shows that group fitness can be as simple as walking side by side, rediscovering connection. The stories of Victor, Eleanor, and George and Mary are powerful examples of a ripple effect. When one person makes a positive change, it inspires those around them. Victor's vitality encourages others facing similar struggles. Eleanor's joy in dance class is infectious. George and Mary's walks inspire neighbors to join, creating a walking club. Starting your fitness journey is a gift to your community. You demonstrate what is possible in the golden years. Every senior adds another ripple of positive energy, creating a healthier, more connected community. The idea of starting an exercise routine can feel overwhelming, especially if it has been a while. You might imagine needing special clothes, expensive equipment, or a complicated schedule. But the truth is much simpler. The journey does not begin with a marathon. It begins with a single small step. The most important thing you can do right now is to let go of the pressure to do everything at once. Instead, focus on doing something very small, something that feels almost too easy. This is the secret to building momentum without feeling discouraged before you even begin. Forget about an hour-long workout. What about just 10 minutes? Think about it. 10 minutes. That is the length of a couple of songs on the radio or a short phone call with a friend. Surely, you can find 10 minutes in your day. You do not even need to leave your house to start. You could walk up and down your hallway, march in place while watching the news, or do some gentle stretches in your living room. The goal here is not to transform your body overnight. The goal is to prove to yourself that you can start. It is about breaking the cycle of inaction with a small, manageable victory that builds your confidence. Once you have managed 10 minutes for a few days in a row, you might find that it feels easier. Perhaps you will feel ready to try for 15 minutes. Or maybe you will decide to take your 10-minute walk outside just to the end of your street and back. This gradual approach is called scaling. You start with a tiny habit and slowly increase the duration or intensity over time. This method is incredibly effective because it prevents you from feeling sore, overwhelmed, or defeated. Each small increase feels like an achievable next step rather than an insurmountable leap. Remember that every single person who exercises regularly started somewhere. No one is born with a lifelong fitness habit. They all had a day one. They all had to take that first small step. Your journey is your own, and it should move at your pace. Celebrate that first 10-minute walk as the huge victory it is. It is the moment you chose action over inaction, movement over stillness. It is the most difficult step of all, and by taking it, you have already set yourself on a new and healthier path. Moving with others provides motivation that can be difficult to sustain alone. Consider asking your spouse or a neighbor to join you. If a partner doesn't feel right, look for a group. Community centers are hubs for senior activities, from Tai Chi to yoga. Classes led by instructors who understand the needs of the senior body can be wonderful. Don't be afraid to try different things before you find the right fit. Find a group where you feel comfortable, supported, and welcomed. If you can't find a group, consider starting your own. Suggest a time and place to meet for a walk. You might be surprised by the response. In today's world, technology does not have to be intimidating. In fact, it can be one of your most helpful and encouraging companions on your fitness journey. Devices like Garmin smartwatches or even the simple health app on your smartphone are designed to make tracking your progress easy and motivating. They're not just for serious athletes, they are for everyone who wants to build healthier habits. These devices can act as a gentle coach on your wrist, providing quiet encouragement throughout your day. They are a fantastic tool for turning your abstract goal of moving more into a concrete, visible achievement. One of the simplest and most powerful features of these devices is the step counter. Seeing your step count rise throughout the day can be incredibly motivating. It turns a simple walk into a game where you are always winning. You might find yourself taking the long way to the mailbox or deciding to walk to the corner shop just to add a few hundred more steps to your daily total. Many devices also give you a gentle nudge or a vibration if you have been sitting for too long. This small reminder is not a command, but a friendly suggestion to get up and stretch, helping you break up long periods of inactivity. These devices also allow you to set and celebrate small, achievable goals. Instead of a vague plan to walk more, you can set a specific goal of, say, 3,000 steps a day. When you reach that goal, the watch often celebrates with a little burst of animation or a congratulatory message. This positive reinforcement works wonders for our brains, making us feel proud of our accomplishment and eager to repeat it the next day. As you get stronger, you can gradually increase your goal, providing a clear and structured path for your progress. It takes the guesswork out of getting started. Furthermore, technology can enhance the social aspect of group fitness. Many fitness apps allow you to connect with friends and family. You can join friendly challenges, share your progress, and send messages of encouragement to each other. Seeing that your walking buddy has already completed their walk for the day can be the exact push you need to get your own shoes on. It creates a virtual support system that complements your real-world activities. In this way, technology is not a replacement for human connection, but a powerful tool to strengthen it. The most important rule for creating a lasting exercise habit is this: it must be enjoyable. If your daily walk feels like a punishment or a chore, your motivation will eventually run out. Willpower is a finite resource. Joy, on the other hand, is a renewable source of energy. The key to long-term success is to find ways to infuse your physical activity with pleasure. This transforms it from something you have to do into something you want to do. The activity itself becomes its own reward, and consistency becomes effortless. So, how do you make movement joyful? The answer is different for everyone. For some, it might be about the soundtrack. Create a playlist of your favorite music from your younger years and listen to it while you walk. Music has a powerful ability to lift our spirits, energize our bodies, and make time fly by. You might find yourself walking a little faster or farther, lost in the rhythm of a beloved song. Others find joy in nature. Instead of walking around your neighborhood, drive to a local park, a nature trail, or a beach. The beauty of your surroundings can turn a simple walk into a restorative experience. Another way to add joy is to combine your walk with another activity you love. If you enjoy photography, take your camera and look for interesting things to capture. If you love audiobooks or podcasts, your daily walk can become your dedicated listening time. You could even practice a gratitude walk where you look for 3 to 5 things you are grateful for during your outing. This simple exercise can shift your entire perspective, filling you with positivity. Finally, remember to celebrate your progress. Every step is a victory. It can be as simple as sitting down with a cup of tea and savoring your accomplishment. You could keep a small journal and write down how you felt. Share your successes with your partner or your group. When you focus on joy, you are building a happier life. We began this journey together, faced with a simple but profound choice. It is a choice that has the power to redefine the entire landscape of your future. It represents a pivotal moment where you decide that your later years will not be defined by passivity and isolation, but by vitality, connection, and growth. Every time you choose movement over stillness, you are actively casting a vote for a longer, healthier, and more joyful life. We are fundamentally better together. It creates a powerful neurological cocktail that reduces stress, elevates mood, and improves our sleep. Victor found new life on a forest path. Eleanor discovered laughter and rhythm on the dance floor, and George and Mary renewed their 40-year bond with a simple evening walk. They are reflections of what is possible for every single one of us. It begins with the simple understanding that the most powerful medicine for the body and soul is the company of others on a shared journey. While movement is healing, human connection sustains the habit. Motivation is fickle, and willpower can become fatigued. The social component is essential for long-term success. A commitment to others provides external, reliable motivation. It's the accountability, encouragement, and shared laughter that keeps you going. Connection is the trellis. Movement is the vine. Friendships and community provide stability and meaning. Relationships become the reason you stay. Ask not just what exercise to do, but who to do it with. Connection unlocks the permanent healing power of movement. One of the most damaging myths about aging is the idea that there is a point of no return. I am here to tell you, with the full backing of medical science, that this belief is untrue. You are never too old to begin, and it is never too late to reap significant benefits. Research has shown that the human body has a remarkable capacity for adaptation at any age. Even if you start exercising in your 70s, you can see major health benefits. Your muscles can still grow stronger, your heart and lungs can become more efficient, and your balance can improve. This is where the power of the group becomes so critical. And today is the perfect day to begin writing the next most vibrant chapter of your life story. We have covered a great deal of information, from the science of social motivation to the inspiring stories of real people. But all of this knowledge is meaningless if it is not translated into action. The conclusion of this journey of discovery is, in fact, a beginning. It is your beginning. The path toward a healthier, happier, and more connected life does not start tomorrow or next week or when the weather gets better. It starts right now, in this very moment, with a single simple decision. The power to change your life is not in a distant future. It is in your very next action. I want you to think of one person you could call. Who is the neighbor you always share a friendly wave with? Who is the old friend you have been meaning to reconnect with? Who is the family member that lives nearby? Pick up the phone right now and make that call. Suggest a walk. You do not need a grand plan. Just say, I was thinking of you and I'd love to go for a short walk and catch up this week. That one action, that simple invitation, could be the first step in a journey that changes both of your lives for the better. If a phone call feels like too much, then take a different kind of step. Open a new tab on your computer and search for senior centers near me or seniors walking groups in your town. Just look. See what is out there. You do not have to sign up today. The goal is simply to take one small concrete action that moves you from passive interest to active exploration. Find the phone number for your local community center and put it on your fridge. Each tiny step you take breaks down the mental barriers and makes the next step feel that much easier. Remember the hook we started with. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But your journey, the one toward healthier, happier golden years, starts with a single step taken with someone else. You are not too old, you are not too late, you just need someone by your side. So make that call. Join that class, take that step. The vibrant, connected, and joyful future you deserve is waiting for you to walk toward it. And the very best time to start that walk is now.